Hello everyone, this is me, Game21, and today we're going to be doing this. Now, you might have read the title and thought, oh, Overwatch 2 came out on Steam? Yes, it did. So by that logic, that means that this must have gotten some rave reviews, right? Surely speaking, this couldn't be some of the worst types of reviews that came out to this today on a public forum. I mean, how bad could it possibly? Oh no. Yeah, so the approval rating of Overwatch 2 is pretty low, considering the fact that Overwatch 2 itself already did have some fairly low reviews, at least going into this. It's quite interesting how low the entirety of Overwatch has now completely fallen out of favor. So we're going to read some of the most funniest ones, some of the more interesting ones, and just kind of talk about them pretty quickly. I'll try to keep this as brief as possible, just because I really want to talk about this. So, let's get to this. One of the most popular ones right now is the people who make Overwatch porn work harder than the people who make Overwatch. And a lot of people found this helpful. Again, this is taken from various time frames, and this is just the ones that I happen to find this. If I'm going to be honest, there is no joke that I can make that's funnier than that one. Quite honestly. Next up, it's an indie game company, guys. Give them a break. I mean, yeah. They are an indie game company, technically speaking. Not really. No. This person basically says that after playing 2,000 hours, they cannot recommend the game because of what they did to the Overwatch franchise. Overwatch 1 was great, and this one just feels like a cash grab. You can kind of read this in your own time. I'm just going to paraphrase it here because I want to get through this video a little quicker. It gets worse because they had a promised PvE mode, which is, of course, what happened here. And yeah, it just now seems to have problems where you need to unlock new heroes, and it also just seems that a lot of the packages and stuff that are skin-based and whatnot are more expensive than the base game. And makes no sense. The game, you're supposed to change and counter stuff. Yeah. In all honesty, this is one of the more informative ones and is actually kind of correct. But again, we'll kind of get back to this, so put a pin in something like this. Next up, no! Bad Blizzard. You stay in the grave you dug for yourself. Just here to do my part. Smiley face. Again, it's times like these where you don't really need to make jokes. It just kind of happens. And yeah, absolutely. Blizzard kind of did dig their own grave, and bringing it out onto Steam, onto a public forum where they can't really ban outright reviews, or otherwise be seen as like very bad, so that's unfortunate. This next person just listed off basically 50 games that are around the same price or even better in some cases in terms of price versus the Inquisition or the Inquiry mode. That being something like Team Fortress 2, Undertale, Dark Souls 3, Deep Rock Galactic. Again, you can kind of read this in your own time. Really nothing new here. So, yeah, quite interesting. Next up is they released Overwatch 2 as a free-to-play business model, which leads to more heavily into microtransactions and overpriced skins and predatory behavior. Basically, again, this is another one of those informative ones. And again, you can read this one in your own time. I'll leave it up for a fair bit longer, but I'm not going to read out the whole thing. It's, quite honestly, it's not as funny as some of the other ones, but this is, again, just one of the more important ones. Where they basically just upended the entire player base. And it's like, no, you pay. And so yeah, don't support this behavior if you don't really want this behavior to continue. So that kind of sucks. They forgot to add content for 3 years. That's just a straight up burn. I don't have anything funny else to say about that. That's just a straight up ow right to the gut. Overwatch 2 is better than Overwatch 1. Again, a valid opinion. This person just literally links the Steam store page to Team Fortress 2. That's a good one. That's great. Bad game. Good porn. Again, very nice. Very nice. I always like these ones because this one's just a very good ASCII art of the no PvE, but it has like the no maidens meme of like Megamind. I find that really funny. Let's just appreciate the good artwork here for a second. Porn's so good they made a game out of it. Ow. Right in the burn area. Let's just appreciate that we don't have to download Battle.net. And we don't have to play with Battle.net installed anymore. And yeah, that's true. Playing with Battle.net not installed is okay, because again, they brought over COD and they brought over Overwatch, which were the two biggest games that needed Battle.net. Now, they don't really need them anymore, but Steam won't save you, Blizzard. It's over, in all caps. Okay? That's just a really fun one. I miss Jeff. Me too. Overwatch is only popular because Valve made Source Filmmaker. Ow. Again, very much ow. Thank you, Blizzard, for pulling your game on a platform where people can leave reviews. Now everyone can laugh at you putting your garbage game on Steam because you messed up your partnership with NetEase, and this is the only way you can put your game for the Chinese market. Oof. Yikes on trikes. Don't want to pay for a rich man's yacht. How to enjoy Overwatch. 1. Uninstall Overwatch. 2. Open the P-Hub. 3. Search Overwatch. Yeah. But I think that we're done reading some of those reviews right now. The rest are kind of okay. You can really go look at them yourself. And again, I do want to keep this video a little bit shorter than some of my other videos, but yeah, I think a few other ones that we'll kind of take a look at. Goes to Overwatch 2 Steam page, scrolls down to the reviews, dies of laughter, goes to sleep. Yeah. And normally this would be the end of the video, but a friend of mine sent me over this lovely little review for false reviews. Now, this is the only screenshot that I have of this, and there is a lot more to it, but the unfortunate thing is that I couldn't find it. Apparently, I guess the guy got ratioed so hard in the comment section or something like that, that the entirety of that community post is now gone. But there is a small subset of people that are actually defending this, which we're going to read through a few of those right now. Because, again, I need a video that lasts a little over 10 minutes, and this seems to be like a good way to get there. So, Steam banned the people who make fake reviews in the Overwatch 2 general community chat. Turns out most of the reviews are false, and from TF2 losers who think that who will sit in TF2 and cheat, probably banned in Overwatch. It's sad to see my favorite game get review bombed by these losers, Steam facepalm. And then no, I don't have any hours in Overwatch 2 on Steam because I already have it in Battle.net. Quite interesting. Well, if you had the thousands of plus hours on Battle.net, then you would have already known that there was a bunch of different problems as some of these other reviews have pointed out. Again, not all of them are actually bad reviews. Remember that dude with 2,000 plus hours on at least Overwatch in Battle.net? Yeah, I trust his opinion way more than I trust yours, because while yeah, he might not have a lot of hours on Steam, he at least listed off some of the hours, but again, he could be quote-unquote lying. One of the Blizzard's biggest games, and someone's lying about having over 2,000 plus hours. Don't like it? Don't like? Don't play. Stop review bombing and slandering the talented people at Blizzard who dedicated their lives to crafting amazing games like this. Again, I don't even need to make jokes here. This person is just... They already took all the clown. Like, look at how many clown emojis they got on that profile. Yikes. Very much yikes. This one. This is the textbook definition of review bombing. Look, I agree Blizzard is an effed up company. And their approach to their consumers are are garbage, and manipulate drama occurred because of this. I won't reject that. And yet, you will. Yet, this won't justify the game review, justify the off-game reviews of the game. OG Overwatch was an acclaimed game, and assuming it had a very positive review since it was a great game. Overwatch 2 should be mostly negative at worst and mixed optimally. No, when the player base is pissed off at this point, there's no quelling it. The scammy tactics of Blizzard is highly known, but at this time we should review the game itself, not the company. Company is already known as a piece of shit, but the review bombing is the equivalent of shouting, I'm not gonna repeat that, we're bad at some random Volkswagen factory. No, that's not really an equivalent. At least from this context. Because when you criticize the actual company of it, you're kind of criticizing the game as well, because you're saying that this scummy business tactic is, well, part of the game. Kind of answered your own question why people have this thing at mostly negative. And there's an edit. I don't give an F about clown points. Someone had to say the truth about the mob mentality and how this is actually a review bomb campaign, one way or the other, as this community filled with absolute troll posts who farm for points. I can understand this can and will be taken as a troll post, but this is common effing sense. I mean, it might be a review bombing campaign by definition, but people are still playing the game. People have up to 6.9 or whatever hours on this game, so yeah. Plus, it's a free-to-play game, so unfortunately, there is no things to buy it. If I remember correctly, there was one particular post. Yeah, this one. There was one that was, just lost it. Yep. The game. I wish the game was paid so I could pirate it out of spite. A very good bringing up of that there. Stop crying, children. Pretty funny how 80% of Steam users have such low self-esteem that they feel the need to review bomb one of the best games ever created just because it made a big Steam just because it is made by a big Steam competitor. Grow up. You, sir, have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. You completely missed the forest for the trees. Wham, wham. Valve's non-response to review bombing. And then this person just goes off to list it. Again, I don't really want to read this because this video is getting a little bit long, but I'll tell you some of the favorite stuff. Valve has not done a great job for letting people know a game is getting review bombed on other games like Skullgirls. Don't even compare this to Skullgirls, because that is a different thing entirely. And it's basically for non-game related issues. No, that one had really game-related issues as well. Both of these do. The thing with Overwatch is just that it's the most highly negatively reviewed game because the game is bad. The gameplay is not fun. It's not entertaining to people anymore because there's a lot of hours and things like that. But the one here about woke politics is that it's also about censorship as well as removing actual artworks and things that people have paid for in terms of the actual fucking game. Years after a game's release. This one is changed because of scummy business tactics that are being very predatory into this. And then he again makes the comparison to Team Fortress 2. And that he wants an answer from Valve, even though Valve has next to never really done anything in terms of review censorship. They don't believe in it. If their game is getting fucked in the ass because of reviews and shit, unfortunate. So, yeah. It has nothing to do with the Skullgirls incident, because it has nothing to do with woke politics. It has everything to do with scummy business tactics in both contexts that affect the game specifically. The Blizzard harassment has gone too far! If Overwatch isn't your cup of tea, then that's fine. However, the name-calling has gone on long enough! Yes, says the man who is defending a multi-million-dollar corporation. The developers were excited to branch out to allow this exciting title onto this platform. And all these jerks leave hate reviews just because they find it funny or want the franchise to fail. No, they don't want the franchise to fail. They're giving valid and big criticisms because of the fact that they don't want the game to fail. Yeah, no, it's not gonna cut it. If you dislike the game, then take a hike. There is no reason to bully the developers over this when they've put their soul into the product for us consumers for free. You do not understand the fucking the entire what happened into this game. It used to originally be $60. I remember this because I paid $60. Not only did I pay $60, but I also paid them $120 because when I transferred over to my PC, I eventually bought it again. So I bought 2 copies of Overwatch 1, which then became Overwatch 2. So I paid them over $120 in things before the microtransactions. I don't even know how much I don't even think I spent anything on microtransactions. So I gave them $120 for 2 copies of the game, and I ended up not even getting some of the stuff back until Overwatch 2 finally came and integrated everything together. So no. Cosmetics are in every game. It allows us new people to enjoy the experience this masterpiece. No, it's not a masterpiece. You clearly don't know what you're talking about. We need to come together as a community and bring back the spotlight it deserves. Let's go, Team Overwatch. I really, really hope that you are lying and that you are clowning on everyone as a troll. And finally, to all Blizzard haters. Ooh, calling us all out. Very nice. Before you criticize them, you should walk a mile in their shoes. That way, when you criticize them, you are a mile away from them and have their shoes. That one, I think, is more of a troll post, and I think that that's a good place to kind of end it. I had a lot more reviews that I wanted to talk about, but quite honestly, I don't really want to talk about them right now because I am fucking tired. And again, this video is going to be like 20 minutes long anyway, and I didn't want to make it too long more than normal. So yeah, I'm probably going to cut out a few of several of those reviews to make it even shorter. But at the end of the day, Overwatch itself has now become officially one of the worst reviewed games on Steam, hitting literally overwhelmingly negative and in the single digits. Everyone's clowning on this game. Everyone's giving criticisms on this game. Everyone is fucking giving this game the full 10 inches without rest. Why? Because not only are people pissed off about it, but because the game itself is not a good representation or even a good game to keep a person's attention for too long, at least not in its current state. A lot of problems with it. A lot of people do bring up good points, but at the end of the day, is this a review bombing campaign? Unsure. but the reviews are fucking hilarious to read. In any case, I think I'll call it there. My name is GamePenguin21. Thank you all so much for watching. If you want to support what it is that I do, links down in the description to everything that I do. That's including the Patreon, that's including my Gumroad and other things. And again, if you want, you can also commission me. Just DM me on Twitter or DM me on the Discord. I don't think I have the Discord in place. Still nice to know that I'm being out there. So yeah, I do art and other things like that. In any case, thank you so much for watching. Your viewership is enough as it is. My name is GamePenguin21, like I said before. Overwatch. Jesus Christ. And a peace off.
No